Hey, this is Jim Hightower, head coach of the STM Cougars. Had great summer workouts. It really started last December. I think this group really put their minds to going to work and trying to get better, and the summer was very productive. I thought our team got better on both sides of the ball as the summer went along, and we've just looked good on the practice field. The kids are working hard and getting better.
Kind of the same thing, just been a process throughout this summer, trying to fit in the new pieces throughout the summer. A lot of guys got to play last year, and now it's their turn to kind of take a lead role. How will they handle that leadership role, and how will the new pieces kind of fit in?
Well, I think we've still got some hunger from last season, because coming up short, you got to be a little bit better. And, I think our kids have got a serious attitude about approaching the season, and I think we're enthusiastic about what lies ahead. We know we've got a lot of tough competition, in the Division II ranks. There's some awfully good football teams, and I think U High is one of the best teams in the state, not the best, and so we know that's going to be our measuring stick as we go forward. And having Catholic High, Plaquemine on the schedule, Como, Lafayette High, we've got a lot of tough pre-district games, and then Karen Crow, Turlins, Northside, Westgate. We've got plenty of competition.
He's starting to take over a little bit more. Being a sophomore and having to step into that role is pretty tough. Just from an emotional standpoint, having to step in with seniors who have been there and been through the process before you. So last year was tough on him, and thankfully we had a senior leader at quarterback, Peyton Landry, who was able to kind of ease that transition for him. As we go into this year, people know what he can do, what he's capable of. That's earned him a level of respect, but he still has to win over his teammates and win his team, and a lot of that comes from hard work, comes from dedication, comes from knowing our offense and being able to make the guys around him better. My hope for him this year is that he, in his own development, takes another step. Not just physically, but mentally understanding the game, being better at down and distance situations, understanding what we're trying to accomplish offensively on each drive, a drive-by-drive basis. Just a lot of the little things about playing quarterback that people never talk about. They just talk about throwing the ball, but there's so much more that's involved with being a quarterback, and my hope for him this year is that he's able to develop into that.
Yeah, I think his learning curve was accelerated last season because of the injury to Peyton Landry in the midseason. We were planning on bringing him along slower and kind of having him fill in for Peyton in spots, but when Peyton went down, he had to shoulder the whole load, and I think he did a great job of taking on that responsibility and leading the team, and we had a lot of success with him under the center. Well, again, we've got more veterans on the offensive side. We've got some skill players that handled the ball a lot last year. After Caleb, we have running backs, Will Cryer, Sidney Linden. They both had several carries last year. We've got a receiving corps that's talented and fairly deep, and playmakers in those positions, and we've got some returners in the offensive line. So on the offensive side of the ball, I feel like we've got enough experience that we should be able to hold our own early in the season. Defensively, it's kind of just the opposite of that. We have really probably one returning true starter from last season, and a lot of new holes to fill. So we think we've got some people that are capable of doing the job, but you just never know until the lights come on and the opponents across the line of scrimmage from them. Just the challenge of every Friday night. There's no place like the sideline on a high school Friday night. In my opinion, it's exciting every game, and so I'm just looking forward to game time.
Yeah, just the chapter that this group of seniors is going to write. That's one of the things I love about high school football is each year is so uniquely different. And as the team gels and leadership step us up and the trials and tribulations of a season happen, it's just there's something unique about journeying with young men through those moments and helping them not only be successful on the football field, but attach those moments to skills that will help them be successful in life.